Spring has arrived in the Bay Area, and so has house hunting season. Warmer weather, historically brings crowded open houses and an uptick in those signs in yards and listings. Joining us now is CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger this morning, who says there are signs of a thaw in this busy spring real estate market. Jill, good morning to you. Before we start talking about that, I have to say I did a little research on you this morning. Congratulations on winning the Gracie Award, Jill on Money. That is fantastic. Now we hope that homeowners have some good news as well.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to get the bad news out of the way for the homeowners. The median national home price in February, $425,000. I know it's much higher in the Bay Area, but just let's talk about the national numbers for a second. Those numbers, that price, it's up by 45% from 5 years ago. And, if you think about it, over those same 5 years, the inflation rate, that has increased by a total of 23%. So just if you're thinking, wow, home prices seem to be going up so much faster than everything else, you're right. Home prices have risen at almost 2 times the overall pace of inflation. Of course, it's not just prices. Mortgage rates have doubled from 5 years ago, and homeowners insurance premiums have jumped. So at the end of the day, even though I am seeing some little glimmers of hope, the cost of carrying a home is still quite steep. We have an affordability crisis.
All right, so if I'm a buyer, what should I do before I start looking?
Well, I think you should know that there's some good news. The rate of home price increases, it's slowing down. New listings are growing. And unlike those COVID-era bidding wars, the average home is now changing hands for 2% less than the price on the listing. So if you're a buyer, run those numbers. Make sure you've got your adequate down payment socked away, at least 10%, maybe 20% of the purchase price. Then I think it's important to understand, can your cash flow absorb the cost of the new house? And ask yourself, if you were to buy, would you be able to afford the monthly cost? But also, could you continue funding other goals like retirement or planning for your kids' college? If the answer is no, you might be overextending and maybe you keep renting for a while.
Well, at our house, we would really love to sell our house. We hate our floors. We anticipate perhaps a buyer would hate them as well. You have some tips on what improvements actually pay off and which ones don't?
Yeah, I think if you're staying in your house for many, many years, you can spend a lot of money and not really care if you get that money back. But if you are planning to move anytime soon, don't spend tens of thousands of dollars on projects that really are never going to come back in the sale of the house. Some projects, like a new garage or an entry door, they cost less than $5,000 each. But upon sale, you can recoup the cost of those upgrades and then some, meaning you'll get back more than what you put in. Realtors also advise, make those minor repairs, touch-ups on the paint, replace the broken windows, clean or replace the old carpets, fix your leaky faucets, recaulk the showers and tubs. It's all part of getting your house in shape to sell. Don't forget the outside, cut the lawn, plant a few flowers, tend to your garden. I know this sounds sort of silly, like it's a cosmetic improvement, but you know what? If you are trying to get people interested in your house and they drive by and they don't like the look of the outside, they're just going to keep driving. So this improves your chance of selling your home quicker.
Okay, I got my to-do list. Gracie Award-winning Jill Schlesinger, thank you so much. And a reminder for our viewers, you can see Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and the CBS Evening News. And for more analysis, go to award-winning JillOnMoney.com. So proud of Jill.